Find out in the morning if he can inherit half of her £80,000 estate. Poor Chadwick has gone to court to try and get the money to rebuild his life, even though the law says that killers should not usually be allowed to inherit. Lisa Clay's family, who live in Lincolnshire, where she grew up, say that they're devastated by the legal action. Kate Sweeting has this report.
Lisa Clay, who grew up in Boston in Lincolnshire, and her son Joseph were stabbed to death in their own home in Lancashire in April last year. They were killed by Paul Chadwick, Lisa's partner of 11 years and Joseph's dad. He admitted manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility and is currently detained in a secure unit. But now Chadwick is in court again, this time asking a judge to award him the money Lisa left behind. Chadwick argues that Lisa Clay would have wanted him to inherit her £80,000 estate and that he was very ill at the time of the killings. The law says that no one guilty of murder or manslaughter can inherit from their victims, but exceptions can be made, and that's the loophole that Chadwick is hoping to take advantage of. In a statement, Lisa's aunt, Greta Squires, who lives in Boston, said it was sickening to hear his evidence. What that man did to Lisa and Joseph was brutal. He's robbed them of a future and devastated our lives, and now he wants to use their money to improve his life and his future. The judge will decide tomorrow whether Chadwick is entitled to any money, but Lisa and Joseph's family say whatever the result, the court case has been another 10 months of torture for them. Kate Sweeting, BBC Look North.
Well, Keith Etherington is a lawyer representing Lisa Clay's family. I asked him what their reaction was to her killer trying to get the money.
They were devastated to receive court proceedings not long after this terrible crime had been committed, not long after Chadwick had been convicted. These proceedings came as an enormous shock. They were very upset.
Well, most people will be thinking you couldn't make this up. It's so far-fetched for words. Is it far-fetched, or is it actually possible that he could win?
It isn't far-fetched. The law is designed to assist some types of manslaughter, those which are almost accidents, to allow people to bring claims of this type.
But the law says you can't inherit from victims, so what is going on here? I gather the rules can be modified. I mean, is this one such case? Could he win?
He could. The law can be modified where the judge believes that the person that committed the crime wasn't culpable, that they didn't know what they were doing at the time.
And Mr. Chadwick is putting up a very good case. He's saying it's not about benefiting. He was poorly at the time. He wants to buy a house. He wants to rebuild his life. Will that carry some weight?
That, of course, is his case, but what we say is that this was a brutal crime that shouldn't allow for the rule to be relaxed in these particular circumstances. It was a very brutal crime against a woman and a child, and in evidence yesterday we heard that both of them were trying to defend themselves.
As I say, many people will be shocked watching this. Just briefly, do you think he could win? Do you think he will win?
It isn't impossible, but we're doing our best for the family in the hope that he doesn't.
Mr. Etherington, good to talk to you tonight. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
And of course, we will let you know what happens on that, maybe even tomorrow. Some more news now.